as a advisory council member of our Salvation Army Crop Center here in Chicago. Lieutenant Colonel Richard Amick is here to speak for the business section under which community relations and development and special events resides, as well as for all the senior leadership here at the Salvation Army. We have a little presentation that we want to make to Marge, and we get to hear from Marge at this spot, and hopefully you'll have a chance to visit with her informally during this time. So let me start with a word of the prayer, and we'll proceed. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. It's a day of celebration. We thank you for the chance for so many people in so many different roles to come together and appreciate Marge Homer and the work that she has done, the relationships that she has developed. So we ask you that this time be one of great meeting, opportunity to communicate and to share experiences that we've all had with Marge. We pray this in your holy name. Amen. So Martha Duno is going to come and speak to us a little bit.
When it was proposed to me to speak on Marge's behalf, I said, don't you need someone a little more important than me? And I see they did cover that, but I can talk to you about Marge Homer, who is my coworker and friend. Now, in case you didn't know, yes, you can tell from the spelling that Marge's real name is Marjorie. If you call her Marge, please, if you write it, spell it with a J, okay? And what we are going to do, what I'm going to do is look at Marge's name and tell you some things that these letters make me think about. One, the first one, in M, is that Marge is a memorable person. Thank you. To my friends at VisCom, Marge is not a person that you soon forget. But I'm going to back up just a tiny bit, because when I think of Marge, over my years of association with her, one thing I've learned that I know some of you may not know is that she was a cheerleader in high school. So when I see a pom-pom, I think of Marge. And she dated the football quarterback. And they were sweethearts, they married young, and they remained happily married for 63 years. They had 3 sons, and I may not tell you their names in birth order, but I always think of Matt first because he lives in Belgium, and I know the grandsons, Nick and Dylan, but Bill and Matt also are sons. She has a total of 6 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren and several granddaughters, up to 5 at that time. So Marge was she was a service wife, and so Ed being in the military, in the Air Force, Marge had to take her marching orders too, and she lived in Texas and Arizona. And Marge, originally, you were from Michigan. Have you listed Marge? I'm talking about you. Marge, you were originally from Michigan, correct? Yes, okay. Ed, and he served as the director of Camp Wonderland. And whenever I think the husband has a job, a lot of times in the Army, the wife is right there assisting. but she said she wasn't the director, she had more of an administrative assistant role. But they worked together for 6 years at Camp Wonderland. She worked in the construction industry for 18 years in electrical contracting. That's interesting because it seems to be more of a masculine field, especially at that time. Before she came, this is what she did before she came to THQ as the event coordinator, a second vocation. And Marge did teach me because she worked in a very male-dominated, that's not a bad word, a largely male workforce at the time. Marge taught me about dressing for respect rather than fashion or to be cute. And in fact, Marge told me as you get older, you should wear jewel tones. So, and by the way, this is April. Okay. Now, I just wanted to mention that Marge served as, when she was working here, in charge of special events. She was involved with a group that is called RCMA, which is the Religious Conference Managers Association. And she was director of that group for 9 years. And she received, she was the recipient of the President's Award during those 9 years. And it was through Marge that many employees of the Salvation Army were able to attend that conference that is held all over the country at a very small cost. And so it was through March that I was able to take my first family trip to California, which is where my spouse grew up. And Marge, I am not blaming you for that full week of rain in San Diego. Okay, now that was kind of long. Some of them are very short. But, okay, A, Marge is accurate. Marge has worked in CRD, which is Community Relations and Development, and she is now moving to program, or that position is moving to program. But I've always thought that she was kind of subcontracted or the additional staff to the Big Five. I don't know if anyone calls them that, but I do. The captain, our commissioner, the chief, the personnel secretary, the BA, and the program secretary, all lieutenant colonels, except for the commissioner, who is the commissioner. These are all men of intelligence, wisdom, and dreams. And there are a few other people, Mrs. Commissioner, and a few others too. But Marge, it was her job to understand the needs, desires, and the ideas of these people. I won't go as far to say it was dream interpretation, but the needs, desires, and ideas she always tried to meet, and I understand that she surpassed the expectations of those with a standard of excellence. She will a public speaker very often. She will do what she says she will do every time, on time, and well. In the Bible, in Psalms 31, when a reference is made to the wife of noble character, it reads, "She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come." Now, I apply that to Marge. She did not need to fear her annual review. I don't think she laughed about it, but she did not need to worry, as she had done her job well all along with the same level of excellence as those she reported to. Okay, now that's some short ones. Are respected for the quality of her work and her life, not only who she is as an employee, but a person. She is trusted. Marge is joyful. Marge is joyful. She is a pleasant co-worker. She is a happy person. Not all has been easy in her life, especially just recently, the passing of her husband, Ed. But she has faced her life challenges with the strength of her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The difference in being a happy person and being a joyful person, happiness may dissipate due to circumstances like, a cranky boss, although the cabinet was not. It was our CRD boss, or I don't know about the program. I haven't been there. Maybe it won't ever be there now. But so your boss might be tough. Your coworker might be having a hard day or several. The computers could be slow. The absence of walls with less privacy. Marge had all of those at some time, but that is when joy is present, because joy remains when happiness fades, and because the source is a connectedness with God, which Marge knows. Marge is organized. When she is at her busiest, she is still neat, tidy, and organized. Her desk is never disorganized or embarrassing. If she is overwhelmed, you cannot tell it by her desk. And her home is the same. I know she's unhappy with her garage, but most of us would be happy if our homes were as neat and organized as Marge's garage, because I've seen it. And since I retired on Friday and you're retiring tomorrow, or today? Tomorrow's her last day. Well, Marge, you can come on over to my house and organize my desk, my home, my garage, my closets, and my purse is around here somewhere. To me, Marge is real. She has an air of confidence and purpose. She can give you a look. My sons told me, if you agree, she can give our sons. She can give you a look, lift her eyebrow, and you know she does not approve without saying a word. And I know this won't embarrass her just a tiny bit, only a little bit. But to me, Marge has the look of a queen. I tell her all the time, your face looks so pretty, your makeup is just perfect. And she's not as young as she used to be. And still, I just think she's such a beautiful person. Not only outside, where it doesn't matter as much as what's around her. And she's got a heart of gold. Marge is an interesting person, but she is also an interested person. I think that I heard Marge say she doesn't know what she's going to say because she loves everyone. And I do believe that she does. She cares about every employee here. Philippians 2:21 reads, "For everyone looks out for their own interest, not those of Jesus Christ." And Marge is a believer. And she does take an interest in others and tries to be an inclusive individual. She has mentored and supported other employees. She has given up her resources, and she has done the most that any person can do for you, and that is great. If she knows that you have a need, and she tells you that she will pray for you, count on her. Okay, only one more. E for example. Now, Marge, I also thought about experience and energetic, but Marge is my ideal. And when I grow up, I want to be like Marge. I would choose her as a mother, but God blessed me with her as a dear friend.
I see that Bill Williams did make it in the room and join us this morning. And I also see that his chair is empty. So there are many representatives. Is he here? Mr. Williams, you want to come up and say a few words for us? And as he comes forward, just let me confirm Martha's great description of Marge. And I've been the boss for 2.5 years. And in her remarks, I'm sure she'll cover that I wasn't one of the cranky people that might have been referred to, because it was always a great pleasure to work with her. Mr. Bill Williams.
Good morning. I bring greetings from Kroc Center down on 19th Street. I also represent the total hospitality industry in the Chicago area. Let me tell you a little bit about Marge that I know. She and Ed equal one. I always say, whenever I would see Marge, I'd ask about Ed. And I don't know, but I've known Marge for many years and negotiated many contracts with her. She's a tough negotiator. Am I right? She knows what she wants. And 9 times out of 10, gets what she wants. She speaks softly with a big stick. So you can't get angry with her, and I bet you 5 people here can't say real bad things about her. She's a dear, not only is she was a good customer for the hospitality industry, but she became a friend. And she, as you, many of you might know, that I'm on the advisory council of the Kroc Center on 119th Street because of Marjorie. I got involved many years ago, and I've been to several conferences. As a matter of fact, I just come back several months ago from Phoenix conference. So that lady has left an impression of me and my family. We all know Marjorie Holman. The hospitality industry will miss her. We're hoping maybe soon we will make her a consultant. A paid consultant. It's not, nothing comes when you go buy a loaf of bread where you can't tell people that, I volunteered on it. So, just saying that we love you, and folks, I endured the rain all the way from this far south side to get here. Almost gave up. I said, keep coming, thanks for the GPS. And trucks. But, let me tell you, we are very proud to have been associated and negotiated with Marge for the Salvation Army. She represents you well. she will always represent you well. When I first got started, I didn't know how to approach her because she's not one that you sit in the evening with and kid, like just hang around. She was a very direct person, took care of her business, and went, did her whatever it was that needed to do in the name of Salvation Army. In March, I'm going to say, I came here not as a salesman, but as a very dear friend. I want to say Godspeed. 3 years ago, I did the same thing. And I've been busier now. I bet you I get at least 3 calls by 8:30 to do this, to do that, to do. Everybody thinks they're first. So believe me, now that they know that you are at home, everybody thinks they're first, including Bill Williams. They think you're first. So Godspeed, and to everybody, I will see you more and more as I am totally involved with the Salvation Army at Clark Center. God bless you.
We actually have quite a number of guests from the hospitality industry who are with us today to spend time with Marge. And just, I'm going to ask you folks to stand up so they can all see the great people that Marge has had an opportunity to work with. For a few moments, and he leads the section where Marge has worked, and he is one of our key senior leaders for the entire territory. So, well, Marge, this day is here. Hard to believe, isn't it? You know, I have to tell you, with life coming full circle and being out here in Hoffman Estates, one of my joys, and this even kind of, to say somewhat dates Marge, way back in 1978, I was a young lieutenant in Elgin, and I had the pleasure and the incredible opportunity to take her father-in-law to a funeral in Niles, Michigan. And obviously the influence of Major Art Homer, and certainly you remember that gentleman, I'm sure, and obviously listening to him talk about his children and even his daughter-in-law, and as we took that journey, little did I realize that our paths would cross in such an incredible way through all these years. I was sharing with Marge just before to think that she's been at THQ 22 years. She's certainly seen a lot of comings and goings, no doubt about it. I love the verse that's found in Psalms 33:5, and it says this: "The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord." And anybody who knows Marge certainly recognizes that goodness. Now I've got to use my little cheaters here because I've got some words that I want to stick to as far as the script. But Edward Everett Hale said this, and I believe it's so appropriate at a time such as this when we recognize Marge. "I am only one, but I am still one. I cannot do everything, even though Marge has tried to do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do." One of the most incredible moments that I certainly saw Marge with your hand in play was 2013 at the Generals Congress in St. Louis. And I remember at the setup,
there was a lot of chaos and confusion going on. And just a lot of disruption, a lot of uncertainty as to what was going on. And yet there was one person that was remarkably calm and composed and collected during that setup time, and that was Marge. Marge. And I can tell you as a BA, when I saw a lot of loose ends that were coming unraveling rather quickly, I cannot begin to tell you how reassuring it was to see this calm presence during that occasion on that Wednesday and Thursday before that Congress weekend. And I thought, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Everything's going to be just fine. And as you know, what an incredible event that was when we had the general here in St. Louis. I think of the power of one, and these words that I feel so appropriately fit you, Marge. And that is, one song can spark a moment, one flower can wake the dream, one tree can start a forest, one bird can herald spring. One smile begins a friendship, one hand clasp lifts a soul, one star can guide a ship at sea, one word can frame the goal. One vote, and that's going to happen soon, can change the nation. One sunny can light a room, one candle can white out darkness, one laugh will conquer gloom. One step must start each journey, one word must start each prayer. One hope will raise our spirits, one touch can show that you care. One voice can speak with wisdom, one heart can know what's true. You see, one life can make the difference, and Marge, that's been you. You certainly have made the difference in our lives here today. We thank you, and certainly the Army is the richer the better for having you be a part of our mission, being a part of who we are. I'm glad you're a tough negotiator. And as I listen to what William said, obviously with all these ladies who had to deal with you, there's no doubt that Marge certainly knew who the Army was and was very much kept that at the forefront of her heart and her purpose. Thank you, Marge. God bless you. Thank you.
Short time this morning may not have a chance to speak personally with Marge, but over the several weeks as we approached this time, many of you shared expressions of your feelings and your work and experience with Marge over the years, and expressed them in a tangible form in this memory book. So Marge, I'm pleased to present this to you. Also, there have been some folks who wanted to leave you with some other mementos of this time together, and those have been packaged for you. So we're pleased to be able to provide that to you at this time. And now, with great anticipation, all of your family, your co-workers, Salvation Army leaders, your colleagues in hospitality are waiting to hear whatever you want to say. So, as they say, the floor is yours.
Thank you. As a coordinator of special events, you don't have to get behind a microphone. So this is not a comfortable place for me. And I knew they were going to ask me to make some remarks. But my paper was empty. I had a pencil and I said, well, what do you write down? You list all your names. There's something with all of you and all of your departments. I think this position has the unique privilege of being associated with every department in THQ in some way. And there's so much appreciation to be given and expressed. And if I started, I'd surely forget it. I do forget. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the opportunity to work with you. I just look at your faces and know that, you know, I have some love and appreciation for what you do and for who you are. It's been a pleasure to represent the Salvation Army, and that is you. We come right back to it in the details. Details a lot of people don't like, even negotiations they don't like. But thank you so much for working with me. A couple of people I want to mention to you. And my pastor, Major Brian, thank you for being here. And Katie was the first person I met in working in the meat industry with the Salvation Army Conference. She was young, probably not married yet. She was 23 years old, and she worked closely, and she and Ed get along well, and she assisted whatever we had to do out there. It wasn't like I was a stranger. Thank you for that. And for each one of you, there is something special that means so much. Thank you for being here. For the rest of you, some of these people have come from Maryville, and some of them are jobless. So I appreciate them, get to know them, look at our job position listing. And Bill Williams. Any of you planning meetings and need to go to Chicago, and a couple of you know this already, you must know Bill Williams. He is the hospitality industry in Chicago. Also one of the first persons I met and a great mentor. But it was exciting when Kroc Center began to be built or thought about. And Bill had businesses in that area, and he was so good to us. The Hardys were there, and they even had meetings for which they had no place to meet. Bill opened a closed restaurant for them to come in and use his tables and his electricity for their meetings, and the Hardys speak highly of him as well. Bill's been active in his community with youth. A street's been named for Bill. There were hats. I wish I had found my cap, I guess, with Bill Williams' name on it, and that they recognize him, the street having been named. But it's extremely rewarding to me, for me, to know that Bill now is on the advisory board for the Chicago Kroc Center. We're limited at Kroc Centers in the United States, but we are privileged to have Bill on our side.